evening, everybody. Dad Season here. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get this video started, if you can tell by the title and thumbnail, you can probably see how this video is going to go. So, if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and liking and subscribing right now, because I might need it for some fees coming up, if you're catching my drift. So, we all know that last Tuesday, I went to Ciocca Corvette to place my deposits for the Z06. I wanted one, the wife wanted one. We got there at 5 o'clock in the morning and decided to stand out in line and freeze, not really, but it was cold, and wait till we could place our deposits, which was at noon, which Ciocca did a great job with it. It was fair. They did not let us, place our deposits early because we were there, you know what I mean? They waited till noon before they started accepting any deposits, which was the right thing to do. Awesome job on them. That was great. In line, the wife and I was number 61, she was number 62. Well, today we just received our emails about where we are in the line, okay? So, I got my email, I read it, I could have swore there was a typo. It said that I was number 1,517 on the list, okay? The wife got her email, said she was 1,533 on the list. Okay, not a problem. I have no issue if, that many people wired their money and it ended up getting there. That's perfectly fine. Understandable. A lot of people want this car, right? The thing that confuses me, though, is the wife had her deposit in and paperwork filled out before I did, because I was writing slow because my hands were frozen. So, in all reality, if they were taking it by when payment was received, she should have been in front of me. Granted, we paid cash. We paid cash for the car, so there is no waiting for checks to clear, waiting for wire transfers, none of that. We paid cash. So, money's there. So, anyway, she was ahead of me, but got a farther number back. All right. But the part that gets even crazier is the person that was behind us in line was number 63 in line, technically. So, his reservation was 1,518. So, my wife went before us, got processed before me and him, yet we got our numbers ahead of her. And he also paid with a check. I'm not going to throw his name out there, but he also paid with a check. So, very weird, right? So how do you go from 1,517, so 1,517, to person that was two people, so the wife and then that person got 1,518, yet my wife technically went before both of us, got 1,533. That doesn't make sense at all. I then proceeded to email, because it said, you got to email if you have any questions. And my email was pretty simple. It said, "Good afternoon. Just was wondering how this list was calculated out, and was it based on timestamp of like when you guys received our money or anything like that? And also, could you please let me know what my timestamp was?" Very simple, because if they emailed each person directly, so for them to figure that out, they'd have to know my timestamp, right, to figure out where I am on the list. So the response I got back was the list was made based on time funds were received. Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense either, because two of us paid cash, yet we're behind people that paid with a check. So doesn't make sense. Even if they were considering the check as funds, still that person should have been behind us. And I'm not mad at him. It's not his fault. Like, I'm glad that he was able to get 11 ahead of, or 12 ahead of my wife, or 15, math, I don't know, 15 ahead of the wife. That's fine. But then they also went to say in that email, in the first email where I got it of my number, that they were limiting it to one per household. Now, granted, everyone I talked to that morning knew that my wife and I wanted cars. That's why we came together. We got put in the system a week before together, because I wanted a car and she wanted a car. They did not say anything when they took our money for the cars. Yet, now it's an issue to where only one per household. So, obviously, the wife, she's gonna cancel her deposit and get her money back, because we didn't know that. If we would have known that, we never would have put that much money down. You understand what I'm saying? We never would have tried to get two people on the list. we were never told it was only one per household. Came out after the fact, which then still it should have been like, hey, by the way, it's only one per household. Like, they should have texted us in an email or something when they saw that our addresses were the exact same, because we live in the same house. One household, 2 deposits. Doesn't make sense. Then we're gonna keep on going. The email, granted, I agree with this part. I agree actually a lot with this part. It says that by November 22nd, they want another $3,000 deposit down on the car to make sure that everyone that actually is getting the car is going to get it. So they're trying to weed out the resellers, the people that were just getting on the list to try to sell the spot, stuff like that. 100% agree with that. That is no issue. I honestly thought it was going to be a $5,000 deposit anyway. It was only a $2,000 deposit. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then right before you place your order, they made us aware that you had to put a 10% down at the time of your order. So technically at that point, let's say the car's $100,000, how you option it or spec it, you're putting another 10K down, so you're 15K down before you get the car. Understand that, okay? But just the way that everything happened here doesn't make sense to me. Now, I'm not saying that Ciocca Corvette is a bad dealership or anything like that. Not saying that at all. All I'm saying is, me personally, I don't think this was handled the best way possible. Now, also when we were there, everyone on the forums, obviously they don't work there, right? But when we were there, we were explained, I'm not going to name any names of these salesmen, but we were explained that it was going to be on the time of received funds. Like Ciocca said in the email, there was people that are saying they sent their wire transfer at 12:01, right? But Ciocca has to receive it. A lot of those people are saying, well, my wire transfer didn't go out of my bank till 12:30. Okay? And I'm not mad that other people are getting ahead of me. I'm not mad at that at all. I mean, it was fair game. Everyone was told noon, here it is. I had every right that I could go on there and place an online wire transfer too. So like, everyone had the level playing field on this. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, I don't understand how these things were calculated right, and based off the math and the answers that I've received, I don't think, you know, that it's right. I can't figure it out. Maybe one of you are on here watching this and be like, he's an idiot, this is how it works, and you guys can explain it to me. And if you can, comment below. And also, if you did get on the list, comment, you know, your timestamp or your and your spot on the list, because I'm trying to compare. I'm not trying to go to war with the dealership. Obviously, I'd lose 9 times out of 10, probably 9.99999 times out of 10. But or they could see this video and be like, we refuse to sell you a car. That would be absolutely wild, because I haven't said anything negative about them. I haven't called, like, been slashing their name or anything, but they could do that. They made it very clear in their email they hold their reserve to cancel the order at any time, blah blah, and deny sale to certain people if they think you're a dealership and all that stuff. So I understand that 100%. I'm making this video knowing that could possibly be the case. I hope it's not, but it could possibly be the case. But someone's got to talk about it, right? Someone has to put out the information that they know. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have had 2 people place deposits, so place 2 deposits down and literally see the change. I knew it wasn't right. When she told me it was $1,533, I was like, how in the world are you a higher number than me when you put your deposit in before me? I was like, that does not make sense at all. And then finding out that the person behind both of us got a number 1 behind me, yet, you know, 15 in front of the wife, I'm like, that does not make sense. You see what I'm saying here? Like, it doesn't make sense. Now, granted, Ciocca, everybody was predicting that, you know, they get 300, 500 cars, whatever. But even if that's the case, if they get 300 cars a year, it's going to take over 5 years for my car to come in. 5 years. In 5 years, they might even have the C9 Corvette out by then. That's crazy. Now, don't get me wrong, the Z06 is a great car. It's going to be awesome. I still want one. I want one so bad. But, like, that is crazy. That's and I can't even imagine. There was people that were like, that still, right before I started filming this, so 10 minutes ago, that were posting, they got their deposit in by 1 o'clock something, and they still haven't received an email yet. That means they're even lower on the list than I am. So, I mean, like, how do you even have a list that goes that far? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would you even take that much deposits? Because you know, even if they make 1,000 cars a year, which I don't see them getting because they don't even get that many C8s, I'm pretty sure. You're talking years, and you're telling me people aren't going to want the ZR1 when it comes out and all that stuff. Granted, yes, if they do not kick me out of their deposit pool or whatever you want to call it, and they want to give, and they still sell me a car, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and get the car. But that's just because on pure principle of, I said I was going to do something, so I'm going to do it for you all. But the fact that it's going to take me 5 years to get this car is sickening, especially since it's taken me 2 years now to get my base Stingray, and I still haven't got it. So, like, I don't know. Chevy, you did a great job knocking this car out of the park, but you did too good of a job, apparently, because now no one can get one. Would you rather get a car that's not as good, but has more availability? Or would you rather Chevy make this insane car, which is amazing and great for the price point, and the best bang for your buck, dollar for dollar, with any car out there in the sports car world / exotic world, because you're getting all the power of an exotic car for half the price. So it's such a great deal that it sucks that you can't get one. This is awful, and I've calmed down a lot. I was extremely upset earlier. I'm not gonna lie, I had my hopes up. I thought I was probably gonna be a top 500 maybe. I was like, there's gonna be some wire transfers that got in, possibly that's fine. There might be people that overpay or whatever. I don't know how they're gonna do that. But I was like, okay, I'll probably be top 500. But to see that I'm 1,517, I'm like, my mind is blown. And it's the numbers are what's getting me. The numbers are what's making me mad. If it made sense where, okay, I was 1517, the wife was 1518, and the other guy was 1533, that would make sense because it's, you know, 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, the wife would have been 1517 because she was before me. But that, it would have added up, right? And it would have been like, wow, I should have just wire transferred the money. But the fact that the numbers aren't adding up is what is so confusing and infuriating. That creates the question, why? That creates doubt. And when there's doubt, once people get an ounce of it, they take it a mile long, right? So I don't know what happened. None of us will probably ever know what happened because we don't work there. Today sucked. This is bottom line. Today sucked. Anyone that was able to get on the list, congratulations. If you're in front of me, awesome. Like, good for you. I'm not mad at anyone in front of me. I'm very happy for you all. Hopefully you all enjoy your cars. I know I still plan on enjoying mine whenever it comes in. Yeah, this was a shot to the heart, and I was too late. Because this gives GM a bad name. Oh, that's an awful reference, but you gotta joke about it. Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. I'm infuriated. The only reason I'm really making this, I told you guys I was gonna make this video, but I've had probably over 200 people messaging me, asking me where I was on the list and all that stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna air everything out. I'm gonna tell the truth, and what people think is what they think. Maybe people think I'm a jerk for making this video and telling the truth. Sorry, but I'm not. I'm just trying to put the information out there. I'm not trying to bash anyone's name. I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm literally putting the information that I have out there, and people can do what they want with it. Maybe this video makes it a Corvette blogger again. I don't know. Last one did, and it was awesome. Made me feel like $1 million, and then I just get rained on for this one. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what would you guys do in my situation. Would you even get the car anymore? I mean, obviously we already canceled one order, so hopefully that money comes back soon. I don't know what to do at this point. I'm looking forward to reading all your guys' comments. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Definitely subscribe. Tell anyone and everyone you know to hop on the Dad Bod Season train. Join the Dad Bod Season family, and I'll see you guys next time. Dad Bod Season out.